I've been asked to speak about what we did at the last meeting. I hope it isn't going to be the last meeting, and thanks very much for people who have actually organised them, because I've enjoyed them. So our mission at the last Makie was to learn something about OpenStreetMap and to learn all about it and go out and do something interesting with it. And I will say at this point that I'm not an expert on OpenStreetMap. What I have noticed is it's very popular with people who have into cycling and have beards, but there's some reasons there as to why people would use OpenStreetMap. This is in fact showing the cycling background to it. Can anyone edit OpenStreetMap? Well, that sounds a bit weird. Yes, apparently you can, because somebody called Trett seems to have edited or mapped an awful lot of Norwich. The way it works is you define nodes, which are points, ways, which are lines or areas, and you give them tags. Well, I don't know if you can read any of these tags here, but there's some pretty weird tags in there, I can tell you. I didn't know what a baby hatch was, I had to Google that one. So I set myself a mission, which was to create an interactive version of the village map. This is a hand-drawn map, which is on the Little Melton website at present. My design goals were to show the village features, things echoing a lot. Let anyone update it with just a browser. That was an important goal. If you thought the village hall was pretty boring and there's nothing better in Little Melton to look at, this is a picture of some medieval wall paintings that shows women gossiping and they're being watched by the devil, which you probably can't see there. Well worth a visit if you come to Little Melton. That's the sort of thing I would like to put links to on the map. So that's OpenStreetMap unadorned, and there's really no labels there. You can't see anything interesting about the village about it at all as it stands. So, to quickly talk about one of the other people on the Makie, Rod. He went out and mapped all the mosaics in Norwich. OpenStreetMap, you can say, show the mosaics in Norwich, and it does a very clever search, and there's a list, but no labels. That's my learning curve. I'm not going to go through it in detail, but being an open source project, there's an awful lot of different ways of doing everything, and you can see I went off at routes, went off at tangents, eventually got a solution. Overpass is the thing which solved my problem, and it's I've used it here to show Rod's mosaics. So here we've actually got some labels that appear on the map, and we've done that by using an overpass query. That's what it looks like. You can stick a natural language query into overpass, like show the artwork type equals mosaic around Norwich. It does a query, a bit of map CSS, which is that bit there, sticks the labels on that. If you were thinking of labelling your neighbour's house as something like a nightclub or something to get some revenge on them, be warned you can be traced. So anything that you do on OpenStreetMap, people can see who did it. So that's my solution so far. We've actually got some labels to appear. We've got a hyperlink. This is all coming from the OpenStreetMap, so there's no external data. If somebody else in Little Melton goes and adds a bus stop, it will appear on that automatically. Pros and cons, anyone can edit the map. Well, that's also a bad thing. I was working on it and somebody called Blackadder in the Middle East wanted to change my map. That's caused me a lot of confusion, especially as it gets cached. Some examples of what other people do with OpenStreetMap. It's pretty big in the NGO world where people are using it to map parts of the world that aren't mapped on other mapping systems. You've got people tracing on satellites, which is important for third world type activities. One of the people who told us about OpenStreetMap goes around Norwich on his Brompton with a camera stuck at the front, and you can follow his routes. There's a site called Mapillary. It doesn't seem quite right with Google Street Maps. Something here I was doing for Cayley.org, plug for Cayley's. You can see Google map on the left. There's very little detail, surprisingly little detail about the giantess where I'm holding it. OpenStreetMap is a lot more. Next project, tone control is another thing. I'm into. So we can add ponds, lakes, streams, all the sort of things that we can't just go and stick onto Google. I'm looking forward to adding those. So, was the mission successful? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I certainly enjoyed it. We all like playing with maps, and thanks very much to Matt, who's at the back. Can't see Sean here, and thanks to Rod for letting me use these examples of mosaics.